Hello, I'm Matthew Buzzy from PC Mag, and I'm here with the Surface Pro 9, which in my opinion is the marquee product among those that Microsoft showed off. There's a couple new Surface devices, the laptop, the Surface Studio, but the Surface Pro 9 I think is the most intriguing. It is largely a component upgrade, to say it up front. This design, though the new colors, blue and green, are different, which is maybe a head turner enough for you on its own. The design physically is the same dimensions, it's nice and portable, it still has the nice aluminum build, the built-in kickstand, all the things we've kind of come to love about the Surface. We really liked the Pro 8 in particular because the bezels got thinner and overall it was just a really usable, nice product. This is really about the interior, the components. Microsoft has done something interesting where there's now an Intel and an ARM processor option. So the SQ3 Snapdragon powered, which previously was used in the Pro X line, kind of seems to have been subsumed into the Pro numbered series. So the Pro 8 did not have this option, that was left to the Pro X, and now the Pro 9 has both. So Pro X maybe dead, maybe off to the side for now, but the Pro 9 comes in both Intel and the ARM-based SQ3 processor flavors. So the Intel version is $999. It's a few $100s more, it's $1299 for the SQ3 version. We'll get into those differences, but that is sort of the difference there. There is an upcharge on the SQ3 version, even though they both come with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabyte SSD as base. So you really are paying for the processor bump. Even though there are some pros and cons, it's not like it's necessarily faster at everything because ARM runs Windows through emulation, Windows apps, so there is a bit of a give and take there. But we're going to focus first on the Intel version. It's really much the same except 12th gen Alder Lake. That's the big jump. That's pretty exciting if you follow the laptop space because 12th gen in general has proven very capable. They are of course the U series, not the most powerful chips in the 12th gen hierarchy, made for thin and light products like this, but that means we should still see really good performance out of this device. Obviously we need to test it and confirm that ourselves, but generally speaking, 12th gen Intel has been very impressive, and I think it'll just make the Surface, which we already thought was a pretty good performer, even faster. You can get different flavors. There's i5, i7, so you have some room to play. Obviously also you can bump up that RAM and bump up the storage. So you can make this pretty expensive, but the entry price is not all that bad. As I mentioned, the blue and green are the new additions. There's also this really fun special cover. Cover still sold separately as well, I'm sorry to say. Both the regular versions and the special versions, a couple $100 extra depending which one you get, added to the costs, but this sort of special edition with this UK-based design firm is pretty cool if you really want to go out there for some style. Otherwise, blue, green, the gray, and the silver essentially are the other color options that existed in the Pro 8. New colors aside, same great Surface, 13-inch Pixel Sense display, the detachable design as always, really easy to use. There's been a lot of sort of, not copycats, because Microsoft hoped to inspire other companies to make similar devices, but we still think the Surface is probably the best in class at doing both the detachable and how comfortable it is to type on this keyboard. So everything there that we liked is back. There's a 1080p webcam. This keyboard displays 120 hertz as well, which is a nice addition over the last few years. And yeah, there's just a bunch of Windows 11 integrations kind of between the cloud and between, you know, the UI will expand when you remove the keyboard because it's touch versus using the mouse input. So there's a couple things like that where Windows 11 now built with this device, you know, knowing that Windows 11 features exist, to take advantage of each other. A couple integrations like that aren't really going to show up on a spec sheet bullet list, but are still kind of meant to make your user experience better. Flip side, we're going to talk about that ARM version for a moment. The big draw there is it's also 5G enabled. So capable for, if you want to buy a data plan, you can take your Surface, I believe for the first time for the Surface Pro line, 5G enabled. You can take it on the web, on the go. That makes the portability even higher. It's already a portable device. That really makes it useful for a do-it-all on the road. Generally speaking, from testing ARM devices, we found, as I said, one, running through emulation, it's a bit slower performance on some Windows apps, so that's kind of the con. But two, battery life tends to be really good. Microsoft's rating the ARM version up to 19 hours, so we'll obviously confirm that in independent testing. But generally speaking, pretty appealing if you are really a travel first person. If you're someone who's maybe going to use it at your desk, take it between, you know, the office and home, but still right on a desk a lot of the time, maybe the Intel version makes more sense for you to go all in on power, Windows performance. But there's pros and cons, and for the first time, the ARM option in the main line, which is pretty interesting. And there's some advantages with camera technology. They showed off, it was pretty impressive, the ARM-based sort of AI filtering, both for sound behind you and for blurring the picture, making it nice, autofocus, all these sort of impressive things that go in that are enabled by the NPU. in the ARM version. So pretty intriguing. There's a lot to talk about and a lot to like, but some of it, of course, needs testing. And if you're hoping for a big major design change, I think that came last time, and this is kind of the enhanced version of that. So a lot to like here, but a lot we need to test ourselves as well. So stay tuned for a full review when they become available. Thanks for watching.